Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to Scoreboard here on ACTN. Mr. Fronti, you were talking about the big event, which is the first.
Yeah.
Right? The second is Southern Games this year. Is just one day of Southern Games.
Yeah.
Right? What can we expect in the way of cycling at Southern Games?
Oh, well, we're excited about that because our Terrible Two here, they are on the national team for that event and have been looking forward to that because they, again, at the phase of the training, they into the power phase, and they're looking forward to putting on a show. Just saying, since Olympics, he has been wanting to show the public of Trinidad and Tobago that he has changed his mind. He's going for another stint, and he thinks that he owes it to the public of Trinidad and Tobago to show them what class he has. He has been doing tremendous work with, in addition to other cyclists, Bramble, who has been, we have seen him at two Keep Fit events, has been showing tremendous strength. He has been improving his time, particularly in the standing 500. And there is a standing 500 at Southern Games that will qualify for the sprint events and so on. So as far as I'm aware, when I look at the lineup of cyclists that we're coming up against, you could look forward to see a sprint final between
Justin and Bramble.
And it'll be difficult for me.
The teacher and the pupil?
Yeah, for me, because I have been selected to be the manager of that team, and I'll be supporting my two cyclists in addition to the balance of the team. But these are the sprinters selected in addition to the endurance cyclists. So all in all, Southern Games this year is going to be exciting. Apart from the internationals, we have all the Seta youth development cyclists who come down to San Fernando, come down to the south and enjoy some time in the grass. It's unfortunate that we can't get to use the grass a little more to give us some strengthening and so on, because we are aware that in the old days, the ex-champions used to come on the grass to develop some power, because
Roger Gibbons, those guys,
just before the real high-level races. And we want to try to encourage. We have an excellent relationship with the Southern Games Organizing Committee. We have promised to give them our cyclists. Our cyclists have endorsed the event, and we know that we'll have an excellent turnout. The weather has been great recently. They're working on the track as we speak there. And Southern Games this year will be great. Mr. Jim Clark and Ms. Bike Doctor has been working closely with us, and we know that we have
cutting down by one day,
and we have to work together. The only way we could do it is to work together. We have been trying to encourage the other clubs, the other promoters to work together with us so that we could bring back some semblance of what cycling used to be, or even sports and things in the Southern Borough. We could do it.
Remember the days when they had cycling in Skinner Park and the entire bleachers on the opposite side filled, you know? Those was the days that we used to have Morelon, Roger Gibbons, Hoyt, and them guys.
But it could be done because Jason did it at the his cycling festival.
Yes, that was
the very best cyclist in the world.
What I loved about that event that Jason put on, it wasn't just a cycle event. It was more like a show. You know, where I remember the fog machine and the lights, you know, and I recall that. But just if you could quickly go across to you, and let me hear about what the work you were doing with Kiana before she got into that accident. And I mean, we must say, you know, it had to be good, because from the report that we got early, we got the impression that it was really a disaster.
Yeah.
You understand? And, you know, people were not even thinking that she'd have been able to, you know, come back. Let me hear about before and the aftercare now that I'm sure you're providing.
Well, I saw her yesterday. It was really nice to see her at the races. She's walking with crutches, but she's super eager to get back on the bike. She saw me and Bramble race, and she's just really excited. But before the accident, you know, she's been training really hard. She just broke her personal best in Canada. We had a Grand Prix in Canada, and she's been really motivated, and I see that she's a very talented young lady, very hardworking, and I really like her style, you know, her bike riding style, and I think with the proper work, I think she could do damage to Trinidad. I think she's definitely one of the best, and I think that she could be one of the best.
But do you think that this accident, you know, sometimes when you enter a sport and you get damaged, you don't always, you know, come back to that
Yeah.
100%. But you working with her for some time. Do you think that it's possible for her to overcome this tragedy?
Yeah, I definitely think that she will come back, and I think she'll be great again. You know, once the doctors say that she has to go, and I think she could start riding again in July. So in July, you know, we'll go back on the bike again and see what's going on. But you know, the willpower beats everything. You know what I mean? Once the mind says this is what you want to do, everything will help. And I just think the power of the Almighty as well. You know, so.
Let's talk a bit about, just saying, as a cyclist, the sacrifices you make, and you know, when you go to an event and you might not do well or what the people expect you hear the critics,
Yeah.
you know. But I want you to tell us today and let people know that the sacrifices you as an individual had to make to maintain and to stay in the sport and to be where you are today. Because I know with the before the Olympics, there was a little, you know, issue. We won't go into that, but you know, you had reached the point where you know you wanted to give up, but the love for the sport, you know, we see you back here still.
Yeah.
Right, and I guess that's because of the love and the people who you are assisting. I mean, you can't walk away like that.
Yeah. Well, just sacrifice. I mean, it's a big word, you know, and a lot of us look at the word as just a regular thing, but if you really look at it, you know what I mean, it's big. And if you even want to take it into like religion, you know what I mean, you understand what a sacrifice means. And I had big goals as a child, and I really knew what I wanted to do with my life. And I really wanted to be what I'm living today. I really wanted to be number one in my country, and I wanted to represent my country at the highest level. And I really didn't care what happened or what it take. You know what I mean? I gave up on school. I stopped school. I don't have CXC passes or high school diploma. You know what I mean? Like, I gave it all up just to be in the position that I am today, and this is my goal. And just by saying that, you know, it shows a lot. And then it's still more sacrifices for me to sit down in the seat that I sit down in and be able to do the things that I do. Just leaving family, you know, I have to sacrifice a lot of things, relationships, you know, girlfriend relationships as well, you know what I mean? Just because of how my schedule is and how I travel and how I want to, you know, how I want to pursue my life and my goals. And, you know, it's a lot of things that I have to give up just to be able to succeed and get to those goals. And I'm fine with that because I know where I want to be.
So far, when you look back at your career, what would you say is your greatest accomplishment? Something that you hold dearly, that you know you really look at every day and really just bring that smile or that sense of comfort to you?
My greatest accomplishment to this day is I think qualifying for the Olympics twice at the age that I've done it at. Just my biggest accomplishment is just doing what I've been doing. You know what I mean? Just everything from all my accomplishments to, again, qualifying for the Olympics twice at the age that I'm doing it. And I'm going again, and it will be 3 times, you know, at 29, basically. And that's just my mark in life to motivate the youths, you know, because my goal was to beat Gene and beat Roger Gibbon. You know what I mean? They have 2. So I'm going for 3. You know what I mean? And I'm going for 3 and the medal this time. So, I mean, it's just all goals, you know what I mean? That's my goal, and they set a goal for me to chase, and that's my goal that the next one have to chase. You know what I mean? So it's just basically just a legacy. You know what I mean? Just leaving that mark.
Now that we have the cycle venue at Couva, you'll be training more at home.
Yeah.
Right? Long overdue.
Yeah.
Right? How do you see the younger cyclists benefiting from that venue?
I see the future there. I think it's a goal of mine, you know, but it's just not managed properly. You know, that venue is one of the best venues in the world, and it's the best venue in the Western Hemisphere. It's better than everybody from America come down. And even the public doesn't even know what's sitting in Kufa. It's just an orange building. So they don't really have a sense of what it really is. You know what I mean? And I think with the proper management and the proper guidance, I think it will be the hub of cycling within the Western Hemisphere. I can promise that, you know, because we have the perfect climate here. You know, we have from food, you know, go back. It's not GMO, you know, it's just organic. Everything is just growing right here. I mean, now it's a lot more, you know, GMO stuff because it's a lot more imported, but that's really where you're looking for now, you know, just as much as clean as possible, you know, it doesn't have as much pollution. So I think a lot of the big countries will definitely want to come here in the winter times and they'll spend money, you know, so it's another way of revenue.
Bramble sitting here and hearing these sacrifices that just saying has now let us know that he has made. You're prepared to make those same sacrifices, right? Now, so far in your young career, you know, you have been doing pretty well. But if you have to look back at your career in cycling, where are you right now in terms of, you know, crossing that mark, getting, you know, to where you want to be?
I would say I'm halfway there. Just simply saying halfway there. Because I mean, like, I already know what it takes to get to that level. Being with Jay, showing me the program, like what it takes to get to that level, and I understand it. I'm willing to make the sacrifice to get to that level, so it's okay.
Okay. Mr. Chapman, this club really is one of the outstanding clubs in Trinidad and Tobago, right? But when you reflect on your stay at the club, you know, maybe next 5 years, where do you see this club advancing to?
Well, I would like to really commend first the management of this club, from Mr. Bose, Mr. Fronten, and the people I've associated with them since I have been with the club only 4 years, and but because I have been in cycling well over 50-something years, and I had 2 clubs of my own. I've been national coach for a while, and then I went into retirement after being vice president of the Cycling Federation for a while. And Kent Lucis, who was a part of, or the brother of Noel, was the founder of the club. He was the one that encouraged me to come on board after the death of Noel, because he wanted to see the legacy continue, and brought me out of retirement because I had the opportunity of preparing him for world and get him qualified for World Championship. So he had that confidence in me, and he spoke to me and got me involved. And when I came into the club and I saw and observed the vision of the club, I thought that this club had something to last for generations to come, because it was not a club that would think about today for today and not think about, well, development program and so on. And this is what I admire about that. The management structure of the club and everything is different to what I'm accustomed to. But it is something that the way they take care of the athletes, the way they show concern in every area of the athlete, not just the training aspect of it, but the equipment, the camaraderie, you know, the preparation. They have people who take care of them when the sports they reach, you know. You have Shanti will make sure that everybody, Shanti, who is a strong supporter of Rigtech Sonic, she also look after the welfare of the cyclists when they come for competition. We don't come into competition just so. They come into competition, they keep everybody together, they make sure everybody all right, everybody being fed, everybody taken care of, we build tents and so on. And this is the kind of thing that will keep families together and move from generation to generation. So I see Rigtech Sonic be there for a long time. And then having the projects for schools, we move into the school areas, and that is where we tap into the resources to get new blood into the sport. So what we have done so far have been much more than any other club has done in terms of continuity. Some we prepare and some people take away from us. And even when they take away from us, it doesn't do much damage to us because we always have a backup.
A factory.
We have a factory, I would say. We produce. We produce, they benefit, and we produce again. And I know they will come to see what they could get again. But we love what we're doing, and I enjoy being with them for the 4 years that they took me out of retirement. They keep me connected, and I like what I see. And now, being a spiritual person, I try to encourage them to know that with God, we can make it because He is our source. And once we keep focusing in that direction, He will take care of this club. And He, for us, nobody could be against us. He will bring us through different stages to stages, and we will continue to be a strong tower, giving God all the glory and all the honor at the end of it all.
Justin, when your season really gets going?
Our season really gets going May 28 in Moscow, Russia will be our first race.
So all these events are basically
just preparation.
Just preparation.
Yeah.
So how prepared are you? Because I mean, May is right there. You just have about a month, you know, again. How prepared are you? And after that first event in Russia, what's the schedule like for the rest of the year?
Well, that really just kicks off our whole season. So in May, we basically go from May straight to December. After Russia, we head down to Tractor Town.
When you say we, you and
Bramble.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
and well, the other races, other athletes too, probably. You know, because we have, you know, it's just all points. You know, after that, I think we're just gonna stay in Tractor Town for a while, and then we have nationals. So it's just training.
Okay. We need to take a break. When we come back, I want to find out, you know, what's it's like when you all go out there on your own. You know, it's a far different cry to when you're at home. You have, you know, your whole family with you, all the members. What is it like when you're all on the road? So keep that thought. We'll come back. Viewers, we're going to take our final break before we wrap up. When we return, we're going to hear from Justine and Bramble what it's like for cyclists or athletes when they are outside there and we stay here and criticize. We'll be right back after this short break.
The annual Lucius Brothers Memorial International Cycling Classic is back again, this time at the brand new Siparia Velodrome. It will be the first stop cycling event at this venue to be held on Saturday, April 1st from 5 p.m. featuring some of the top local cyclists along with competitors from Mexico, Chile, Argentina, Colombia, the United Kingdom, as well as Barbados and Guyana and other countries, with lots of entertainment, door prizes, eats and drinks. Admission is $40 for adults and $10 for children. This event is hosted by Rigtech Sonic Cycling Club and sponsored by Tiger Tank Unlimited, thinking outside the box. Come let us promote the development of our young cyclists and recognize our cycling heroes. Saturday, 1st April, Siparia Velodrome, cycling action.